Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie, and I have a really big surprise today on my channel. As you can see, I have a special guest, Colleen Cornett, joining me. Hi, Colleen.
Hi.
Colleen has a YouTube channel. It's still in her infancy. It's called Colleen Cornett, or she likes to refer to it as her crafting closet. And we really want to introduce you to Colleen because she's got some really fabulous videos out. And more importantly, we're going to do a collaboration in 2026.
I'm excited to do the collaboration and see where we go this year.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what our thoughts were. So many of you guys know that I have talked about on my videos about how I have so much stuff. And I've really been on a mission to try and use up things. And one of the areas that I'm still struggling with are some of the tools, like namely the stamps, the dies, the stencils, as well as things like mixed media supplies, that kind of thing. And I believe I mentioned it in a video, and Colleen piped right up in the comments, said, "Hey, I want to do this with you."
Yes, because um, I do a lot of scrapbooking and I make a few cards, usually just for to send out to family and friends. And I find that when I'm in the zone to scrapbook, I don't tend to grab the things that take a little longer, the stencils, the mixed media paste, all the tools that I bought and have and had to have, and they're just sitting there. And so I'm excited to start using them, and I want to start using them and pull them into more cards and into more of my scrapbooking and have them ready so that when I go to do a particular page, I have choices that I have actually made from my supplies that are underused and
Right.
dusty, very
Right.
dusty.
Very dusty. Yeah, of course. They go hand in hand, right? So, I think we're a lot alike. Colleen also likes a challenge. We actually just did a challenge not that long ago where we were working on our craft spaces, and it was a challenge I hosted over on my Facebook group, and that was a lot of fun. And so we're hoping that maybe by turning this into a challenge, we'll both be able to tackle some of those items in our space.
Oh yes, that challenge. What was it? Finish it in February,
Yeah.
and then it kind of went on into March. I got so much done that I finished finally organizing my scrapbook room. So I'm hoping that this challenge will really get me using those things that are very underused but cost a lot of money. And as the price of scrapbooking paper and items go up, I need to be pulling them in and using them more because I really can't afford lots and lots of new scrapbook things. And I have a room full.
As do many of us. I know I would actually be quite shocked if I went through all my stamps and actually counted how many stamp sets I've never used or minimally used. And by minimally used, I mean like maybe once, if that. And I'm sure many of you that are watching today can understand exactly what we're talking about. So we're going to call our collaboration a stash revival, where we're going to pull out those old items and bring them to the surface and get them using, right?
Yes, yes, definitely. Get the dust off, figure out how to, for me, figure out how to use them because I am not, uh, a lot of the stuff I have never used or never tried or just dabbled in a little bit. So for me, it's a challenge to really start doing some things that I have always wanted to do and wanted to try. And the stuff is just sitting here waiting for me, just waiting.
Are you planning to show part of that process on your YouTube channel, or are you going to be focused more on the end results?
At first, it'll probably be the end result because process is harder for me to film right now. Upstate New York, the lighting is not good this time of year. You only get a certain window of the day because the process. I don't edit my videos. I don't know how, and I'm just not ready to go there yet. The more I play on the computer, the harder it gets for me with physically. So I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the editing and stuff So in order to do a process video, I actually have to film it and then put
Right.
my phone, because I use my phone, on pause, and then finish it up. And I am a slow lady when it comes to what I'm doing. But I will try to do some of it, like if it's something easier or maybe just a little glimpse of what I'm doing. I'm going to try to work that way, but I know at the beginning for me it'll be more of a share of the process.
Yeah, and there's a lot you can do even with the sharing of the project. You can talk about some of the challenges that you faced while you were creating the project without necessarily showing it. Because let's be honest, most of us are seasoned crafters, right? So, it's not like we don't get the gist of it. It's just interesting to hear how other people work through the process, or maybe they find some sort of tips or techniques. I know for the most part, my plan is to just share the end result. That's at least my goal. But if I find something a little bit interesting or I got a little more time, who knows? I may throw in a process video here and there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I've already learned and just starting to get ready so that I can film ahead, which is kind of a little bit new for me also. So I've already started learning what to do and what not to do, or what I have no idea how to do, and I need to research.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
So speaking of working ahead, the our first video is planning to come out on the 1st. So brand new year, brand new start. And like I said, we do kind of have some sort of themes in mind. Actually, Colleen worked her computer whiz magic with ChatGPT and came up with some different ideas. And I'm interpreting January to be kind of winter slash encouragement, motivational kind of themed cards. Again, we can we're not holding ourselves accountable to the theme, but it's always good to have a jumping off point. Sometimes it gets a little daunting to even know where to start.
Yes, for me, winter is kind of easy because there's a lot of winter going on outside my window. And, I think of winter not just welcome winter or hello winter. I was thinking, I have a lot of family that has birthdays in January and the winter months, January, February, March. And so a winter card that's a birthday theme wouldn't be out of line. So
Right.
I'm thinking of that.
That's a great idea. I know I'm definitely gonna play off the winter theme as well. I went through my stash and I think I pulled out about maybe five stamp sets. And now whether all five will be used, I don't know. But you got to start somewhere. So it's going to be on the 1st, so be on the lookout for that. I will definitely have a link to Colleen's YouTube channel in the description below. So that you can go over there and subscribe if you aren't already. And of course, on the videos themselves, we'll have a link to her channel so that you can just quickly pop over and say hi to her and see what she made.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I've already delved and dived into my winter stamps and pulled them out in some winter dyes, but I went a little stamp crazy. And
She's
I
already
mean, a
she's already
lot.
given me a sneak peek of some of what she's up to. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see what she comes up with.
Yeah, and so I'm excited to share not just cards, for me, some scrapbooking layouts, because as I said earlier, as I make some of these things, I want them so when I'm ready to do a snow layout, I've got some stuff
Right.
already made, and I don't have to stop and think about pulling out my stamps or pulling out my dies.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Everybody knows me by now that I am a lazy scrapbooker and I don't, or actually just a lazy crafter in general. I much rather do things like in bulk of one step and get that mess and everything out of the way and then have them ready for a later date. So I think it's going to be a good strategy for you. I hope so.
Definitely, because I'm a messy scrapbooker, I have discovered. And part of the reason is I get excited and I pull this out and I pull that out, but it doesn't get put away. And then, oh, the pile just gets moved over and then it gets moved behind me and then on the floor around me, which gets a little dangerous. And I have learned if I focus on one thing, okay, I'm going to focus on winter and I'm going to focus on like new beginnings. And because I think of January as new beginnings. Okay, we're starting this new challenge. And
Right.
what are my goals and why am I doing this? And so I think, okay, I'll focus just on that. And then I can do whatever I need. If I'm doing the mixed media, I can do that part and then clean it up and put it away and go on to the next step. And, when this is done, I can put those topics away and pull out February's topics so that I don't have piles all over my room.
Right. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are all equally as inspired as Colleen and I are and excited about this challenge. We really want to encourage you to go and look through your stash. Maybe pull out some winter themed or encouragement themed, new beginnings, that kind of themed ideas for January and play along. And of course, if you're not already a member of my Facebook group, I would love you to join us over there and share your projects because the more the merrier.
Right, right. I'll be sure to share mine over there.
So that is going to be it for today. Again, look for our videos coming out on January 1st. And until next time, happy crafting.